to the lineup. I'm Megan McDonald. Home stretch of basketball season. We wrap up the regular season this weekend, but there's still some drama regarding final standings and seeds as we head into the WAC basketball tournament next weekend in Las Vegas. The number one seed on both sides is already locked down, so congrats again to New Mexico State. But on the men's side, there's a tie for second place between CSU Bakersfield and Grand Canyon. GCU is still not eligible for the tournament, but a second place finish would be huge for the Lopes in just their third season at D1. CSU Bakersfield and Grand Canyon fighting for second place in the regular season, but because GCU can't go to the tournament, the runners have locked down the 2 seed, and coincidentally enough, they're coming off a big-time win over the Lopes just last week. The runners currently lead the WAC in scoring defense, 3-point field goal percentage defense, blocks, assists, turnover margin, and offensive rebounds. Dedrick Basil was just named WAC Player of the Week. He finished with 19 points on 57% shooting, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds in the win over GCU. CSUB is set to host Seattle U this weekend. Check out the tournament seeds. 5 of the 7 seeds are set. Obviously, the Aggies are the 1 seed and get a first-round bye. CSUB is number 2, Seattle U 3, Utah Valley 4, and Chicago State is 7. The only seeds that are not set yet are 5 and 6, which will be filled by UMKC and UTRGV. If both teams finish with the same record, the tiebreaker comes down to RPI because the Roos and Vaqueros have split head-to-head and will have the same record against all other teams. Over on the women's side, again, seeding. There's a tie for second place and a tie for fourth place. One of the teams tied for fourth is Grand Canyon, but just like the guys, they're not eligible for the tournament quite yet. But what's at stake when it comes to Utah Valley, UTRGV, and CSU Bakersfield? Check out the tournament seeding heading into the final weekend of the regular season. Obviously, the Aggies have locked down the number 1 seed. 5, 6, and 7 are locked in as well. UMKC at 5, Seattle U at 6, and Chicago State has the 7 seed. But ooh, drama in the 2, 3, and 4 spots between UTRGV, Utah Valley, and CSU Bakersfield. The Vaqueros are in control of their own destiny and can grab the 2 seed if they beat New Mexico State, but obviously that won't be a walk in the park. If they lose to the Aggies and Grand Canyon beats Utah Valley, then they'll get the 2 seed as well. CSUB can only get a 3 or 4 seed. The runners have to beat Seattle U and then have Grand Canyon beat Utah Valley in order to take 3. This is where things get tricky, Utah Valley. The Wolverines are up in the air for the 2, 3, and 4 seeds, and this basically comes down to the final buzzer of the last game of the regular season as they take on Grand Canyon. If UVU beats GCU and New Mexico State beats UTRGV, the 2 seed belongs to the Wolverines. Any other scenario and they'll go 3 or 4. As we head into the last weekend of regular season play, take a look at what games you can stream live on the WAC Digital Network. 4 games total on the WDN this week, 2 on the men's side. UTRGV hosts New Mexico State, and Seattle U travels to CSUB. On the women's side, New Mexico State hosts UTRGV, and Utah Valley takes on Grand Canyon down in Phoenix, all live on the WAC Digital Network. You can find those games at wacsports.com/live. For more information, check us out at wacsports.com or follow us on Twitter and Facebook.